Good morning, I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time talking to you about you and your business. As usual, I have a lot to cover. Going to jump straight into it with my good friend, William Edmundson with Abbey Executive Suites. That's Abbey, ABBY.com. They do a phenomenal job, and I speak from firsthand experience as a long-term client at taking care of customer needs and really letting people focus on their core thing, which is their business. It's not real estate. It's not office space. It's business. And I'm going to jump straight to William to kind of give us, tell us your story and then introduce your guest for us today.
Sure. Good morning, Kevin. Abbey is a chain of executive suites based out of Houston. And we've got locations, 17 in fact, in Houston. We've got locations in Dallas, San Antonio, and New Orleans, and we're in the business of helping people in business. And we do that by providing turnkey office solutions for people who need a traditional office, people who need virtual offices, including that business address that they may not be able to get on their own, as well as, a lot of people don't know this, we actually have meeting rooms that can be used by the hour, so you can have that professional look when you have an important meeting. This morning, I'd like to introduce one of our clients. It's Ted Dicus. He is a director in McGrath Medical. And Ted, we're glad to have you on the show.
Thank you, William. We appreciate you having us this morning.
Well, tell us a little bit about McGrath Medical, if you would.
Well, McGrath Medical is actually in the business of truly changing lives. And how we do that is through hair restoration. Today's technology is just incredible. The advancements that we've made over the last decade has gotten us to the point that truly this is undetectable, and it's so much easier than it used to be. And one of the things that has kind of surprised us over the last 5 to 7 years is it's not only for men. It used to be 100% men, but now we're actually at about 20-25% females. So again, we're in the business of truly changing people's lives through hair restoration.
So tell me, because this is very interesting. So are you actually working directly with the folks over at Abbey?
We do work directly with Abbey, and I have to tell you, this has been a great relationship, and it's been very convenient for us, and more importantly, convenient for our patients. We've got patients that come throughout the United States, but we have a large portion that come throughout Texas, so it makes it real convenient for us to be able to utilize, and we use the Houston office and the Galleria or Uptown the majority of the time, but it gives us the capability of using the Dallas office or San Antonio office through the ease of scheduling simply online. They've got a wonderful online scheduling system, so we do take advantage of their offices there.
Yeah, very good. Go ahead there, William.
Yeah, Ted, I've been looking at your website, which is mcgrathmedical.com, and tell us a little bit about the advancements. This is pretty impressive when you look at the photos on the site.
Thank you, William. Yeah, the advancements are really in the fine-tuning of the hairline, the angles, the direction, the depth in which these grafts are now set. In the old days, and a lot of people still picture this if they've not done any research or they have no reason to do any research on it, they still picture those old cornrows or doll hair look. And in today's technology, with the fine-tuning of this, we're literally taking out one follicular unit at a time. And what that means, it could be literally one hair in a unit at a time and placing that along the hairline. If that's done correctly, this is literally impossible to tell that you've had it done. And if you're looking at our website, you're noticing it's amazing work. Now, you do have to be in the right hands. You've got to be careful where you go. There are a lot of people out there doing this. But if you're in the right hands with today's technology, it can be very beneficial.
So how, of course, when people think about this type of hair restoration, they think of spotty and obviously not properly done programs and painful, and I'm looking at the work. It certainly looks extremely natural, very real. Talk about some of those other concerns that people have when it comes to hair restoration.
Yeah, it's a good point, and it's kind of along the lines of what I mentioned. You really do have to do your due diligence on where you're going. Dr. McGrath has been doing this over 12 years, and he's done over 1 million grafts transplanted. And the team that we have here is absolutely phenomenal. We've got a tenure that pretty much is better than anybody in the state of Texas. But there are some concerns that people go through when they, or think about when they're going through or considering this type of procedure, and one of them is the scarring. Well, today's technology, we've got two opportunities there. We have fine-tuned what used to be called the donor strip harvesting, where we use what's called a trichophytic closure, and that allows actually for us to hide that scar, having hair grow through it as it heals. But then we've also got another procedure called follicular unit extraction, where we're literally taking one follicle out of the back at a time, and this is leaving very minimal scarring, almost undetectable. So again, that's one of the advancements that we've made in our industry today. Not everybody's doing that. There's a handful of us within the Texas area that are doing that. But you do need to go to a board-certified hair restoration surgeon, and that can minimize that concern of the scarring. The other concern is, again, in the hairline, what is this going to look like? Are we going to get that old pluggy look? And unfortunately, we do a lot of repair work here from places around the world. If you're in the right hands, utilizing today's technology, in Dr. McGrath's hands, this technology really does leave it undetectable. I've got 30-year stylist veteran that will argue with me that I've actually had the transplant done, and I have. I'm pretty much transplanted from the front to the back.
Very interesting. Go ahead, William.
Yeah, that's amazing stuff. Ted, you had talked a little bit about how using Abby gives you the opportunity to use different locations and to have the credibility for your patients. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know, it really does. Number one, we were looking for some flexibility. We wanted to be able to get out to our patients and not necessarily have to have them come to us, but make it convenient for them. The consultations, not everybody wants to drive 2 hours, 3 hours for a 30-minute consultation. They'll do that for the surgery because they want to be done by the best. But for the consultation itself, we wanted to make sure that we got out to our clients, and that really makes it flexible. Abby provides us a lot of flexibility. Again, I mentioned the ease of the scheduling. I can schedule around when my clients are wanting to see me, and I can do that easily through the online scheduling. But we also looked at the location, the central location to the core of our business in Houston. We looked at the professionalism, not just the appearance of the building, and Abby's got some beautiful buildings, but we didn't want it to also be intimidating. So we've got a nice combination, a nice balance in that particular building. And then the staff. I mean, they're an extension of our business. We wanted to make sure that they were taking care of our patients. These are very valuable. These are humans. And they're worried. They're concerned about what they're about to go through, they're embarking on. And we wanted to make sure that they had the same level of service and commitment to taking care of these people that we did. And we found that with Abby.
Talking to William Edmundson, he's a regular contributor on The Price of Business. He's with Abby Executive Suites. That's Abby.com. And his guest today is with an interesting practice called the McGrath Medical Practice. McGrath, McGrath Medical.com. Mr. Ted Dicus. Ted, just your final thoughts. Is that the best website, by the way, for people to get more information?
Yeah, the best website is to go through the main website, which is www.mcgrathmedical.com. Right.
And I love how you're using the facilities. That's fantastic. How long does it usually take to meet with a potential patient for that initial meeting?
Yeah, the initial consultation is approximately 30 minutes. They are complimentary. However, as far as scheduling-wise, again, that's one of the uniqueness about using Abby. We can schedule this at their convenience, and we can usually schedule the consultations very quickly.
I love it. Final thoughts, William?
We just want to thank you, Ted, and we're glad that we could share in the success of McGrath Medical. And we're there for any small businesses that would like to learn more about Abby. You can call us at 888-785-8800. That's 888-785-8800, or as Kevin mentioned, we're on the web at abby.com.
Thanks to both of you. When we come back, much more for you. I am Kevin Price. This is The Price of Business.